typical with this job, I kind of screwed up. I was cutting notches out for the lip, for the hardy backer to go over that lip, and I came to this one and the tub is about a ½ inch off the wall. And I called my friend and he said, you shouldn't put the hardy backer over that lip. You should set it on it. So I got to take both of these off. Instead of cutting that little 1-inch cutout, I'm just going to cut the whole bottom off and put them back on the wall so they're sitting on the lip of that tub. I talked to some of the videos I saw, they showed it, just off the tub, but I think that was with a rubber skirt that hung down. So I got to take both of these off and I got to set it on that edge rather than notch around it, because otherwise it's kind of bowed a little over that tub lip. So I get to take both of these boards off, go downstairs, cut the bottom off, put them back up. So back to the beginning. Alright, it's been a couple of days and I haven't had time to work on putting up the concrete board, but the problem I left off with was this side. The tub, the lip here, is sticking out too far. It's a lot further than the other sides. So what I have to do is cut strips of wood, nail them to these studs so that the 2x4s stick out a little further. I have to cut 3/16 or 3/8, 2/8, and then 1/8 for these three. So I'm going to go down to the table saw, rip a 2x4 for these 5 boards, nail them on, and then I can put the concrete board up and it'll be flush and sitting on the lip of the tub. Well, that's all the boards in. Now I just got to put the concrete board up and see if it fits. A little bit off, but it's a lot more flush to the edge here than it was before. Alright, so all the boards are attached, and I even attached a board down here, and there's one on that side that could wrap around the tub. I talked to my friend and he said that we should be good. We could put the tile adhesive and tile right on this, but I'm a little bit nervous that it might leak, so I'm going to take some caulk, just cheap, $1, $2 tube of silicone caulk, and I'm going to go down all the seams, and I'm going to put the joint tape, and I have that hydrophobic paint. We're going to paint in all the joints, and I'm even going to do, I have the little flap of the cloth down there. I'm going to put a silicone around that, basically make everything waterproof that I can, just in case I messed up, because I haven't done this before, so that it doesn't leak behind it. So that's what I'm going to do next, and then tomorrow, or whenever I get around to it, we'll start tiling. Alright, well, I am now just finishing up a step that I'm not even sure I have to do, and that is I caulked all the joints with silicone caulk. I put this mesh tape on it, and then I have a small bucket of thin set. I'm just going to fill in all the gaps in the corners, maybe cover some of the screw heads. I don't know if I have to do it because we're going to be putting that tile adhesive over everything anyways, but like I said, it's still my first time. I'm not sure, so might as well, it can't hurt. So I'm just going to fill all these joints in. Okay, you can see that I put the red hydrophobic paint on the walls. I covered everything and I did the joints, at least 2 coats. I'm going to do a whole nother coat over everything, but before I do that, I wanted to fix, I have holes around the tub here and on that side. It's where the lip of the tub ends, and I could cut little pieces and put those in and then caulk around them, but what I'm going to try to use is this great stuff foam. There's the red and the blue. I probably should use the blue, but I had this in the basement, so I'm going to fill in all these gaps, and then that will give me something to add silicone in front of that and try to make it all waterproof. I was trying to think of ways either to use wood or more concrete board, or one side does have 2x4s that I could attach it to. This side, there's a gap of 3.5 inches behind it, so there's nothing really to attach it to. So I'm just going to try a little bit of this at a time, fill it in. If it bubbles out, I'll wipe it down, and then that will give me something to at least attach a board to, and then silicone, or just put a lot of silicone right on top of it. So I want to make this area waterproof. And then once that's done, another coat of the paint, and we're ready to put the tile on. Okay, well, I have gone around and filled in every gap I could find with that great stuff foam. Let it harden, then I used a hacksaw, sawed off all the expanded pieces. So I have it all the way around the top, along the bottom, especially around the tub where that flange ends and the tub curves. I filled in all of that, sanded it smooth. So now I'm going to go back with 100% silicone and waterproof everything I can, just in case I screw up on the tile. I know the entire tub with the paint, all the joints, everything's waterproof, so hopefully it doesn't leak. The video you just watched was just one part from a series of bathroom remodel videos we did. Click next to see the next video in the series, or you could check out my bathroom remodel playlist to see all the videos we did while remodeling the 3 bathrooms in our house. And if you found this video helpful, feel free to like the video and subscribe. Thanks.